Of the Institute is to help students build community, to get a preview of Penn and an introduction to Africana Studies as an academic discipline. It sort of resembles the feeling of midterms week because it's a lot consolidated into a short period of time, and there's a lot of work done that's due one day after the next, and so they get to experience a little slice of what Penn is like kind of at the toughest point of this semester.
Being condensed into a week, in one sense there were moments where I thought, oh my God, like the students especially are going nonstop from Monday morning till Friday afternoon. That's intense. But there was something nice about that intensity because it meant that you could start a conversation on Tuesday and everybody remembered it on Wednesday morning. It wasn't like the rhythm of the semester when it's a couple days or maybe a week before you pick it back up and people kind of moved on to thinking about other things.
I love having so many students of color who I'm sure are going to major in many, many different areas. I love having them in the same room and being able to create these conversations that can really force me as a professor to have to think about how I can make them care about literature and visual art and cultural movements and so forth.
From the outside, you see a group of black folk and you think, oh, black folk. It's a kind of monolithic group. But the Summer Institute, I had students, multiple from the continent, first generation students from the Caribbean, students from the South, from the West, from, regional representation. It was such an incredibly diverse set of students. And I think for the students themselves, this is also the first time that they are encountering, black folk who have such a very different notion of what it means to be black than their own conception of what is blackness.
I think Africana Studies courses like the one I'm teaching become an introduction to Africana Studies, hence an introduction to the humanities. And I simply love having so many students in the room who are interested in the questions we explore in Africana Studies. I often get that in many of my classes, but I think the Summer Institute allows me to get even more students, these captive audience students who can be pulled into what is one of the most vibrant zones in the Academy of Africana Studies.
What we do is important for what Penn does because it does help students build community and develop a sense of belonging and attachment to the university. For an underrepresented group, they can get here and feel like this place is their place.